Namaste children, welcome to social studies offline class. Myself Pramila, I teach social studies for you people. Yes, hope all are safe and healthy by the grace of God. In today's offline class, I am going to teach you about our country India, because this year you are going to study social studies as a subject, right? That is why I will introduce you about our country India, right? So you know very well that our country is India, and the people of this country are called as Indians or Bharatiyas. Our country India is also called as Bharat because it was ruled by King Bharata. And regarding that, we have many more instances. If we study history, we will come to know why India is also called as Bharat. Okay. So one such instance was that it was ruled by King Bharata, hence it is called as Bharat, right? So our country India is a big and beautiful country. So big in the sense that our country India is the 7th largest country in the world geographically or area wise. Yes. What is the place of our country in the entire world? Our country India stood in the 7th place geographically or area wise. Okay. If India is in the 7th place, would you like to know which are the other 6 countries which stood in the first 6 places? Okay, let me tell. So, in the first place we have Russia, in the second place we have Canada, in the third place we have China, in the fourth place we have USA, that is United States of America, in the fifth place we have Brazil, in the sixth place we have Australia, and in the 7th place we have our country India. Okay, that is why our country India is the 7th largest country in the world geographically. Okay, so regarding population, our country India is in 2nd place in the entire world. Means our country India is the 2nd most populous country in the world, and China is in the 1st place, right? Yes. And as I told you, our country India is a beautiful one. Why our country India is so beautiful? Because of the presence of different physical divisions or the landforms, we can say. Yes. Do you want to know what are those physical divisions or the landforms which makes our country a beautiful one? Yes. Let me tell. Yes. See, in the entire country, we are not having a same type of landform. Okay. So we are having different landforms. Okay. Like mountains, plains, plateaus, okay, desert, and coastal plains and islands. Yes. So, mountains, plains, plateaus, desert, coastal plains and islands. So, these are called as the physical features of our country. Okay. So, because of the presence of these physical features, our country looks very beautiful. Okay. So, if you look at the map of our country, the northern part of our country looks like a crown. Hope you have seen our country's map, no children? Yes. Because of the presence of Himalayan mountain ranges there. Okay. So, the southern part of our country looks like cone. Okay. And the southern part of our country is surrounded by 3 water bodies. Hope you know which are those water bodies. Yes. Okay. Let me tell. Yes. So, the southern part of our country is like this. Okay. And it is surrounded by 3 water bodies here. Okay. This is the west, and this is east, and this is south, and this is north. Okay, these are the directions. To the west we have Arabian Sea, and to the east we have Bay of Bengal, and to the south we have Indian Ocean. Yes. See, the northern part of our country is surrounded by the Himalayan mountain ranges. That is why it looks like a crown. Okay. whereas the southern part of our country is in the form of a ice cream cone. Okay, it is conical in shape, we can say. And the southern part of our country is surrounded by 3 water bodies. That is, to the west we have Arabian Sea, to the east we have Bay of Bengal, and to the south we have Indian Ocean. Okay, that is why our country India is also called as a peninsula. Okay, so you are going to learn what is meant by peninsula in the next coming lessons. Yes. Okay. So because of the presence of these physical features, our country looks very beautiful, we can say. Yes. And as I told you now, our country is the 7th largest country in the world, right? And it comprises of many states and union territories. Do you know how many states India has today? Yes. So we have 28 states and 9 union territories, right? Yes. See, our country India comprises of 28 states and 9 union territories. Okay. So you are going to learn about each and every states and about union territories in your 4th lesson, that is in 3rd standard. You are going to learn in detail about these 28 states and the union territories. Okay, so who is the head of the state, like that you are going to learn in the upcoming lesson. Okay, so how many states and union territories are there in our country? Totally 28 states and 9 union territories are there in our country. Okay, yes. And our country India, yes, as I told you now children, we have 28 states and 7 union territories, right? So in all the states we are not speaking the same language, right? So different states speak different, the people of different states speak different languages. Okay, like in Karnataka we used to speak Kannada, in Tamil Nadu they speak Tamil, in Kerala they speak Malayalam, in Maharashtra they speak Marathi. Like this, people of other states or different states speak different languages. Okay, and the people of our country are not wearing a same type of dress. Even though they wear same kind of dress, the way of wearing a dress is different from state to state and from place to place. Okay, and even the food style is also different from place to place and from region to region. Okay, and the people of our country celebrate different types of festivals. Okay, so according to the statistics, we are having more than 395 festivals, means we are celebrating one or the other festival every day. Like this, we heard from our elders, right? Yes. Our country India is a land of many religions. Okay, here we can find the religions like Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Islamism, Christianity, like this. So the people belong to these religions celebrate their own festivals in our country, right? And our country India is known for many languages. It is a land of many languages, we can say. So we are having more than 1000 languages in our country, but only 22 languages are officially declared by the constitution of our country. Okay, yes. So in our country we follow the slogan called as unity in diversity. Have you heard about this slogan? What is meant by unity in diversity? Yes. Yes. In our country we follow this concept or the slogan called as unity in diversity. So we can find this unity in diversity in the festivals we celebrated. Okay, the food we eat and the languages we speak. Okay, and the dresses we wear. Okay, like this we can find this unity in diversity. Means even though we have people belong to various religions or various castes like this, so we have a feeling of oneness among us, right? That is why we follow the concept called as unity in diversity. Our country India is known for rich and diverse culture, we can say. Okay, and here we follow the concept called as Atithi Devo Bhava. What is meant by Atithi Devo Bhava, children? Whoever comes to our home now as a guest, we used to treat them with lot of love and respect, right? So that is called as Atithi Devo Bhava. Yes, and we also follow some other cultures in our home, right? Yes. So our country India, it's a land of culture also, we can say, right? If we look at the contributions of India to the world, we have many examples. Okay, here I would like to tell a few contributions of India to the world. Okay, so you know about yoga, right? So yoga, the concept of yoga, actually it originated in our country and it was spread to other countries also. So in the field of yoga, India contributed to the entire world, right? So we are performing yoga to stay healthy and to maintain fitness, right now children? Yes. And even the concept of zero was given to the world by our country. Who gave the concept of zero to the world? It was Aryabhatta, right? And the concept of what we call as Ayurveda, okay? Ayurveda, it's a system of medicine, we can say. It was also contributed to the entire world by the Indians. And the chess, again called as chess, is originated in our country, and it is a world the popular game now, right? Yes. And even the decimal system is also introduced by the Indians to the entire world, right? So like this, India has contributed to the world in many fields, right? So many of our Indians worked in different part of the world, okay? So they are working as engineers, doctors, okay? So totally we can say our country India has got good name in the entire world, right now children? So we as Indians, we feel proud that so we born in a in such a land where many of the great personalities were born, right? Like Swami Vivekananda, okay, Gautama Buddha. So like this we have many many great personalities who were born in this country, and we were also blessed to born in this country, right? So as an Indian, we always feel happy and proud that we are all Indians and we belong to this great country, right now children? Okay, so this is all about introduction about our country. You are going to learn more information about our country in the next classes. Hope you understood this much. Dhanyavad children.